Hey, boys and girls, guess what we have here? I know you've been waiting for this. I've been teasing for 2 videos now on both of my Pixel videos, and this is the LeEco phone for the US, the Le Pro 3, the highest end one. They sent me a review unit, silly them, haha, and here it is. So I'm gonna unbox it, just look through it, not, turn it on maybe, but we're not gonna get too far because I need to review this and look at it in more depth. So let's get started. You get a box with a Le logo. It's really quite fancy, as you can see here. A nice little recessed silver area here. In the back is a whole bunch of text. You can hopefully see some of this in the video. So this is a 64 gig, 4 gigabyte of RAM version. There's a 32 gigabyte storage, 4 gigs of RAM version. There's a 6 gigabyte of RAM, 64 gigabyte storage, and a 6 gigabyte of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. Whew! That's what we get choices of. So I guess I didn't get the best one to review, but I got one that's kind of close to best. So there you go. That's the back. We got the front. Let's open this up. Let me line it up a little bit better. My field of view on my camera is pretty restricted because this board I have is smaller than the one in San Francisco. So, ta-da! Here we go. Boom! Let me put this somewhere else. First thing you notice is this beautifully, everything is soft touch here. And here's the phone, which I'm going to put aside for now and give a once over in a minute. And then we've got something else in the box, a fleck of dust. The Le logo here. I don't know if you can see it in the video. There it is. This is plastic, but it's soft touch, which probably costs like $1. Not bad. They're not skimping. So here we go. Here's what's in the box. Earbuds. They look strangely like the earbuds from the iPhone. Right? Of course, they're wired, but I'll show you something about them in a second that's interesting. Well, I might as well show you now. So let's open this up. Ooh, box. I actually removed the label. I'm cheating here. There's a little plastic label sticker here with Le on it that was holding this closed, and I wanted to make it easy for myself. So if I pull on this, I get it out. And what do you notice? What's on the end of this cable? Right here. Well, it's a USB Type-C connector, because guess what? This is another one of those phones without a headphone jack. You've been warned. Let me see if I can put this back without making too much of a mess. There we go. So yes, this device does not have a headphone jack. You've been warned. In fact, it's technically LeEco were the first to not do a headphone jack. I think it was the previous generation, the Le Max 2 or something, that didn't have a headphone jack. The one that I did a hands-on, look at my hands-ons from back in April, May, maybe March, April, when I was in Beijing for the launch of the LeEco's latest phone. So, no headphone jack. So that means pain, right? Massive charger. I assume this has some sort of fast charge functionality because it's a USB Type A with a big dongle, big charging adapter, so that probably has special current and voltage requirements. And then you can go connect this to the Type A to Type C connector here. I'm not going to take the plastic off. You've seen a Type C to Type A cable before. And then there's a little box here. And oh, look at that. Type C to 3.5 millimeter adapter, of course. I wonder if it's the same one as the Moto Z. I've got my Moto Z adapter here, so I'll try them out and let you know if both of them are compatible. I think they are. I'm pretty sure this is analog audio over USB Type-C, which is a standard that Intel put together with a bunch of manufacturers when they coined the USB Type-C connector standard. So not like the iPhone, which uses a Lightning to 3.5 millimeter, and the Lightning is actually a digital output. They have a full-on DAC and headphone amp inside the Lightning connector on the iPhone 7, 7 Plus. This is just a dumbass cable that goes from some pins in here through to the headphone jack, completely analog and boring. Let's see what's in here. Ah, the SIM removal tool, very important part of this complete breakfast. Oh, it comes with a case. Look at that little rubberized plastic case, and then of course some manuals. I always laugh at manuals, so let's laugh together, shall we? LeEco Le Pro3. It looks like it definitely was printed cheaply. Not too much here, but it feels pretty cheap to me. Warranty, safety, and FCC, and then there's a barcode. Interesting. So that's the Spanish version right here. And then this is in French, I think. No, this is something else. Online user's guide? I just don't know. Anyway, bunch of docs. So, you want to see the phone, I know that. So I'm going to move all this over this way and get you the phone, right? Because this is what's more interesting to everyone, the phone. All right, let's get to the phone. So here it is. Ta-da! Le Pro 3. Now, if you just watch my Pixel video, this might look small. It's because I zoomed the camera out. So the camera is pulled back so I could do the box. So this is actually about the same size as the Pixel. Let me actually pull the Pixel out of my pocket. It's about the same size as the Pixel, right? So we're looking at a 5.5-inch screen on both. That makes sense. Okay. So here's the Le Pro 3. And as you can see, there's a lot of plastic wrapping here that I want to remove real quick. You know I love doing this, so. Oh yeah, that was nice. And then let's do the back, shall we? It didn't make as much of a nice sound, the back, and stuck to my hand. But I think I got most of the stickers off now. So let's look at it from the back for a second, shall we? Oh, it's very shiny. That fingerprint reader must be glass because it's polished like no one's business. So camera, flash, polished logo, fingerprint reader, and a big chunk of dust in the front already. It attracts dust, I guess. Wow, it's really attracting dust. So let me walk you through some of the features. Let's turn it on real quick. Just vibrate it in my hand. Let's see what it says when you turn it on. Breaking boundaries for freedom. Oh, please. I love the Chinese. They just go over the top with the slogans every freaking time. And more dust. Starting apps. Ew, that's bright. All right, so it's ready to go with English United States. It's halfway charged. All right, now that I've got this screen up, let's walk through the phone real quick. As you notice, oh, maybe you don't. There we go. There's buttons on the bottom. Of course, the back button is in the wrong place. Thank you, Samsung. It should be there. So this is back. This is home button, I guess, the Le button. And then you've got the recent apps swapped the wrong way, in my opinion. Here are the front sensors and things. You have an 8-megapixel autofocus camera and proximity sensor, I presume. One of these is one. I think this is the camera. Earpiece, of course. So the camera is, I think, an f/2.2 with large pixels like 1.4 microns. So it should be pretty good in low light for the front camera. And then the back, you have, of course, the super shiny fingerprint reader. 16-megapixel camera is phase detect autofocus. Unfortunately, it's really small, 1.12 micron pixels, so I'm not sure how it's going to perform in low light. No OIS. I don't have any idea why they did that. That's the silliest thing on a flagship. No OIS. Probably a price point thing. Dual color, dual LED flash here. And I'm not sure if this is glass or metal or if it's just really polished. LeEco logo, some writing down here, serial number of that. This is interesting because it feels more shiny than it actually, it feels shinier than it looks. I don't know how to explain this to you. It's more slippery. You've got some antenna bands here. They're very nicely integrated. So I have to say, like, for the price point, which I think is like $400 or so, a pretty decently made phone. Not that I expected anything else. LeEco's phones have always been, Le TV before that, have always been pretty awesome. So, I don't know if you see it here, there's a very tightly integrated and beautifully machined in SIM tray. I believe this is a single SIM for the US. No micro SD expansion apparently on this phone. I haven't tested this because I haven't obviously looked at the SIM slot to see if it also does micro SD. So that's the left side. The right side has a volume rocker up here and then a little gap so you can feel your way, and the power lock key, which is interesting. On top is an infrared transmitter and a primary microphone, nothing else. And on the bottom is that USB Type-C jack. As I said, no headphone jack on this phone, and then what looks like stereo, but I don't think they're stereo speakers, probably mono with a primary microphone in one of them. So that's a quick walkthrough and unboxing of the LeEco. Let's just turn the screen off because it's like blinding my camera right now. Yeah, that's the LeEco Le Pro3. Which is the highest end phone you can buy in the US from LeEco on their store starting November 2nd, so in 3 days. Maybe before that I'll get another video and I'll show you how the phone performs, right? You'd like that, wouldn't you? I think you would. So stay tuned for more on the LeEco Le Pro3, which is their flagship, which should be a very interesting phone. It's going to be really interesting to see how they integrated their ecosystem into this phone and how it fares in terms of being an Android phone in the US market with Google Play services and all that good stuff. So there you have it, guys. The LeEco Le Pro3 unboxing. Here's the box and here's the phone. And again, stay tuned for more. And I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing action. I'm not even sure anybody else has received their review in it yet. I somehow have it. I haven't seen anybody else post any unboxings, so meh. I know it's not under embargo. They told me so, so bee, you guys get to party with me now. All right, I got another video coming up, and that's going to be done it for today and for yesterday. I'm kind of all putting them together because I have a bit of a break before I travel some more. So stay tuned, like, dislike, subscribe, whatever you do. And if you dislike, seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? All right, take care, guys. Laters, bye.